What's the best way to start off an interview? Now, conventional wisdom would be patiently let the reporter ask the question, maybe have some friendly chit-chat, let the reporter ask the first question, listen carefully, and then dive in. You could do that. A lot of people do it that way. I take another approach that's highly effective. So if a reporter's called, you already know what the topic is, you've planned, you've prepared for the interview. What I like to do to a reporter is say, hey, before we start, I just wanted to sum up what I think is of the greatest interest to your readers, and then bam, 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 I'll hit all my messages, all my best sound bites. I'll talk maybe 40 seconds. I'm not going on for 5 minutes, but I'll talk for 40, 50 seconds. I'll lay it all out there, and the reporter hasn't asked the first question. First time I did that, the reporter said, hey, thanks, gotta go, click. And I thought, uh-oh, was I too glib? Was I too slick? Did I seem too manipulative? And then I looked online later that day, and there were 5 of my quotes, as I had written down on my paper and had been reading off to the reporter, in the final story. Guess what? Reporters don't really want to have to talk to us for an hour. I have clients come to me all the time and say, oh, TJ, that interview with Business Week went really well. The reporter talked to me for an hour. Well, the reporter talked to you for an hour because you didn't say anything quotable for 59 minutes. There's no correlation between how long an interview goes and how well it went in terms of you getting the messages and quotes that you want in the story. So this is a technique to increase your control, dramatically save the reporter's time, which they like, and save you a lot of time and give you a lot more control. Now, this doesn't work if you have bad messages. It doesn't work if you have self-serving messages that the reporter finds irrelevant. It doesn't work if you're the subject of criticism or an indictment or a scandal and you're completely dodging the issue at hand. It only works if you've really done a great job of coming up with fascinating messages that are interesting to the reporter, and they should benefit you, and are of interest to the reader, viewer, listener. And you've created great sound bites, and you can have it right on a piece of paper or a computer screen in front of you while you're talking to the reporter on the phone. Now, you can do this for television interviews as well, for edited interviews where they're recording you and they're taking it back to the station. Some of the best interviews I've ever had in my life have lasted under 1 minute, and I got not 1, not 2, but 3 sound bites on the evening news by using this technique. So don't wait for the first question. Just spill it all out at the beginning.